Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
BioWare has announced that Mass Effect Andromeda will launch for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC in North America on March 21st and worldwide on March 23rd. In a post on their developer blog, they said that members of the development team took the game's holiday build home over the break, and the resounding feedback helped lock in the release date. The date initially seemed to leak last year, but now we have finally a solid confirmation. In conjunction with the announcement, BioWare released a bunch of great new screenshots to show the game in action. Later in the day, at Nvidia's keynote address for this year's Consumer Electronics Show, new gameplay footage of the game was released. In the video, we see 2 minutes of one of the game's returning loyalty missions, which lets players explore the backstories of the characters and their squads, in this instance, PB the Asari. After landing the Tempest, the brief gameplay unfolds with a selection of powers and gear before tackling some of the enemies on the ground. We got a look at the menus, as well as a look at the new profile system that is replacing classes. It's not much to go on, but we can expect a lot more coming up in the next 2.5 months. Earlier in the week, addressing questions of whether the game will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, BioWare's Michael Gamble said that the studio is open to the idea, but a Switch version is not in active development. According to Gamble, "We're not planning on it. If the Switch launches and everyone's just yammering for Mass Effect, who knows?" Okay, Nintendo fans, I guess the time to yammer is now.
Anyone order a friendly observer?
Homestead, the player housing feature of the Elder Scrolls Online, is now live for players on the PC public test server. At launch, you're going to have access to nearly 40 unique homes. You will complete a quest to receive a small room at an inn, and you can expand from there. The homes you can acquire are themed after the game's 10 races and can come furnished or unfurnished. You can purchase any of them you'd like, regardless of your race or alliance. Nearly all the homes can be bought with in-game gold. Unfurnished ones can be purchased with crowns, or you can buy them for gold as well as complete an achievement that earns the approval to move into the neighborhood. You'll be able to either craft decor using existing skills, or buy new furniture and decorations for your house from vendors and the Crown Store, and use the housing editor to move them all around once you bought them. You can keep all manner of goodies in there and host friends for gatherings. Turn down for what? Homestead releases properly for players in February's Update 13, which will bring a whole list of changes, some of which we previewed last week on the blog. Hideaki Itsuno, director of Dragon's Dogma and Devil May Cry, said via Twitter that he will announce a new game in 2017. We're entering the 15th anniversary of the Devil May Cry series, so it very well could be a new game in the franchise, which last saw a release in 2013. However, 2012's Dragon Dogma was a very popular new IP for Capcom, and fans of the game have been clamoring for a sequel. Capcom did say that the success of the recent PC port for Dragon's Dogma could lead to a sequel, and the time is ripe to capitalize on the action RPG genre. We're big fans ourselves of both franchises, but have really found ourselves wanting a proper Dragon's Dogma sequel, with the agonizing knowledge of the Dragon's Dogma Online that is presently a Japan-only experience. At this point, we'd probably settle for a start screen and title music. A new map for Overwatch, called Oasis, has been released for players on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. After spending some time in the game's public test realm, it is now live for the masses. The map is for the control game mode and features 3 unique control points, jump pads, and some deadly cross-town traffic. Good luck flagging a cab down in this mess. The new year should bring much more for the wildly popular hero shooter from Blizzard, including some new additions to the hero roster. Later in the week, we also got word that Roadhog will be receiving a nerf in the future, specifically addressing his problematic chain grabbing, which is almost as gross as it sounds. The incredibly popular Long War mod is coming to XCOM 2 on PC, as announced this week by Firaxis Games and 2K. For those unfamiliar with the Long War, it was a very popular mod for XCOM Enemy Unknown that lengthened the game's experience and dramatically altered how you handled your soldier classes. The overhaul was so extensive that developer Firaxis has created a close development relationship with the newly named Pavonis Interactive, something not commonly found in gaming. There are no details as to what the Long War mod will change in this iteration of the game, but we can anticipate something in a similar vein to the first one with increased length, difficulty, and system overhauls. As cliche as it is by now when finishing an XCOM related sentence, I'm gonna say it anyway. Get hyped, Commanders. Upcoming sci-fi fantasy RPG Elix from developer Piranha Bytes and publisher THQ Nordic is going to be featuring support of Razer's Chroma hardware for PC. The Chroma line of hardware features colored lights that serve as visual cues for players, and games like Overwatch are increasingly featuring support that integrates these cues with gameplay. The system will alert you with different colors and patterns situationally, such as when your stamina or health drops too low, or when you bite the dust, which I hilariously came close to doing during our hands-on time with Elix. Thanks to a kind person at Piranha Bytes, I got the heal I needed to avoid complete embarrassment. We put together a preview this week of upcoming online RPG Dauntless from developer Phoenix Labs, which is comprised of former members of Blizzard and Riot Games. Players take on the role of Slayers, who live and hunt among a series of floating islands called the Shattered Isles, which drift across an endless sky. With skyships now available to the inhabitants, exploration of the surrounding isles has begun. However, this expansion has been met by a natural threat, beasts called behemoths, who wreak havoc and destroy settlements on the islands. As a Slayer, your mission will be to hunt and eradicate these dangerous beasts who threaten the safety of everyone in the Shattered Isles, using what you acquire from your hunting quests to improve your deadliness as a hunter. In combat, players are going to have several tactical options and considerations depending on the beast being hunted. The combat system is not hack and slash, and recklessly attacking is going to leave players open for devastation, similar to Monster Hunter and Dark Souls. The weapons a Slayer chooses will determine the fighting style and combo attacks. Whether you choose axe, sword, hammer, or any other yet to be revealed weapon type, what is wielded will all have very unique combos. The trophies you harvest from the behemoths can be brought to a smith in town who will add them to your weapons and armor to improve their abilities and appearance. Dauntless is endeavoring to craft a positive feedback experience that is hard to find in gaming. Deep combat with engaging monsters who can be harvested for trophies and items that improve gear. Rinse, wash, repeat. We're really looking forward to seeing more of it in action in the upcoming months. And that's a wrap for the Week in Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.